this video, we're going to be going over all the ways to make money this week with this week's GTA Online weekly update. Welcome to this week's weekly update guide. Let's get into it. All right, first and foremost, one of the things that I got asked quite a lot in yesterday's weekly update video, because if you didn't know, the Terabyte is currently on sale for 30% off. And that said, this includes all upgrades and modifications. So obviously, if you go into your phone, go into Warstock Cash and Carry, and go into the Terabyte, you can see all of these upgrades and modifications, right? They're all on sale if you want to get any of these things. But people were saying, does that include the upgrades you can do at here, right? The garment factory. So we're going to just test that out really quick, right off the rip, just in case you guys are curious. So I haven't put any of the upgrades on this from here. So let's go ahead and see. The Bureau Tech, it is. So these are also on sale. Now, this is big because this is something that a lot of people were hesitant to get, including myself. Even though I've got money, they are really expensive. These were millions of dollars worth of upgrades. So you can see the collectible scanner. This is something you can buy and it'll be able to scan like the map for collectibles if you want to go and get them. But you can also just use the website, right? The GTAweb.eu, I think it is. I'll leave a link in the description down below. That is just easier for me personally. I wouldn't pay for this anyway. But you have silent run-in, you have a missile lock-on jammer for it, and the master control. You need the master control terminal to definitely get that if you haven't already. But basically, to answer the question, is it all on sale here as well? Yes, it is. Except by the looks of it, this type of upgrade, like if you're doing like the typical upgrades for this type of thing, this is not on sale. So it's just going to be the stuff that you can do, like the bureau upgrades. Just FYI for your faces. Now, obviously, one of the bigger things this week is going to be the Acid Lab. It's got 2 times speed on resupply, or the product, I should say. So 2 times production speed. That means if you're doing it like per hour, you're basically getting like 2 times pay on it. And you also get in 2 times the supplies from the Acid Lab resupply missions. Now, obviously, people are like, what's 2 times mean? Because if you go to your Acid Lab and pay to supply it, it fills up the supplies. So how does the 2 times supplies work? Well, that's for the resupply missions. So I usually always pay for it, but I know a lot of you guys are probably like, well, is it easy to do the resupply missions? How much are we going to get? What is 2 times product for these resupply missions? Let me just show you that real quick, just in case you're curious. All right, so here we are at my Acid Lab. Now, as you can see, we're almost full. This will be a video this weekend, but we want to get our supplies. Now, we can come up to Mort right here, and we can buy supplies for 60,000, just like when you do resupplies for bunkers. You can either get them yourself, or you can buy them. And this will fill the supplies all the way up. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to try getting this 2 times supplies this week, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to call Mutt. So first, I've got to make sure he is in my phone contacts because I didn't have him in there. And then we'll go and call him. This way, we can resupply instead of going into the Acid Lab to do it. And we'll see exactly how long it takes. So you can see right here, source supplies. So first thing I need to do, though, is register as a boss. That's kind of annoying, but it's fine. All right, so now you can see source supplies. You can see we don't have any supplies right now, and we're getting 2 times supplies this week. Is it worth paying the 60,000, which is what I always recommend doing anyway? Or with the 2 times, are they easy enough to just do them and save that 60k? Let's find out right now. So he's going to be sourcing it. Let's jump on our oppressor or whatever vehicle you have. Sparrow, Buzzard, whatever you want to use. Or a vehicle, a car, a bike, whatever you want. All right, here comes the call from Mutt. Steal the supplies for the Acid Lab. So we'll hang up on him right away. So that way we can get there a little bit faster. So let me fast forward till we get there. All right, so here we are at the Acid Lab resupply mission. Now, it could be a different one for you, but you can see we've got quite a lot of people right here, and we need to find them. So you just stay out of their line of sight in order to be able to not trigger them here. So let me see if I can do this. I can hear it. It's right here. Is it high up? Okay, it's right here. Hopefully they don't see us. We're on this, so... we have to shoot it, I'm guessing. Oh, we're going to fall off our... it's all right, the guards haven't seen us. So let's see if we can shoot this with the silenced weapon first and foremost. Why is this one guard got the biggest cone of vision imaginable? And now there's a helicopter. Why wouldn't there be a bloody helicopter? All right, we shot it with the sniper. That seems to have worked. Let's just go ahead, grab this. Boom. Hopefully there's bloody helicopter and all these guards don't see us. We collected the supplies. And now we just need to head on over to our Acid Lab. So let's do it. All right, and just like that, I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die. Anyway, just like that, we are back here at our Acid Lab. So let's see exactly how much that's gone up. So you can see it's gone up about 50%. And that literally just took us like, what? 3 minutes? It wasn't that long at all. So you can save yourself 60 grand if you do 2 of these. That saved us, like if we try and resupply now, you can see it's 36 grand. or we could just do another resupply mission right now and have this filled all the way up. So just FYI, so if you're trying to do it this week and you don't want to pay the 60k, just do 2 of them back to back. They don't take too long. Let's call them up right now just to make sure there's no cooldown for it. And no cooldown, so we can just go ahead and start another one up right away. So there's your first way to make money this week. If you want to see a full guide on the Acid Lab, how much you can make for a full one, and how much you can make per hour this week, make sure you subscribe with notifications on because we'll be doing that video tomorrow. All right, next up is something we talked about here at the beginning because it does have the 30% off upgrades, but that's going to be the Terabyte. So these are also paying 2 times pay. So if we go ahead and go into here, and then we're going to go to client jobs. So we'll go ahead and start one up. We'll do the diamond one for now. Deal the diamonds. All right, here we are at the drop off, and there we go. 62,000. That should have took us, I don't know, like 8 minutes. Took me a little bit longer because I kept crashing my drone, man. Anyway, 62k. Not too shabby. All right, let's move on to our next way of making money this week. All right, next up, we have the Fooligan jobs. They're paying 2 times pay this week. So obviously, that's going to be here at the Freak Shop. So you got to do the first dose missions in order to unlock all of this. So what you're going to want to do is either you can call Dax on your phone, or you can head on over to the Fooligan warehouse right here like we are. You're going to walk up to him, start a Fooligan job, and let's start this thing up, shall we? Incoming. All right, let's see exactly how long this takes and how much money we make. Let's do it. And the cool thing is, by the way, for doing these missions, obviously, if you fill up your Acid Lab, you're going to be making tons of money twice as fast in the background while you're doing these. And they're pretty decent money. And even if there's cooldowns on them, you can just rotate between this, between the Terabyte, and there is one other one, which I'll talk about now because I'm not going to cover it. And that's the MOC, the Mobile Operations Center. I don't own one on this account. I'm not going to buy one because I don't enjoy doing those missions at all. But if you have a mobile operations center and you want to do some of those missions, you can make 2 times pay on that this week as well. All right, just like that, mission passed $100,000. Didn't take long at all. So definitely recommend doing those this week. There is a cooldown for them, though. So just keep that in mind. So in between cooldowns, go do something else. But it's a really good way to make money, and they don't take very long at all. And you need to do them if you want to do the Acid Lab, right? Anyway, let's move on to our next way to make money this week. So many ways to make money this week. So many. Let's move on to the next one. One thing I do want to mention on the way over to our next one here is with the Terabyte, right? The weekly bonus. If you complete 3 Terabyte missions that I did first here today, you'll get an additional $100,000. So make sure you're jumping in and doing that if you want to get the weekly bonus. You need to complete 3 of them. Shouldn't take you too long, maybe 30 minutes. All right, next up, we have the Shataro. This is the vehicle that I always use to do our weekly time trial. This week, we're going to be heading to the roof of this building right here. Once you complete the 3-hour-long journey to get up here, you're just going to go into the circle. You're going to start the time trial. Then you go to your map. You're going to figure out where this thing is ending, which is here, which is perfect for us because it's right up the freeway. So I will definitely just be taking this exact route right here, ramping off here. So let's go ahead and stop this. So if you go to job list and then cancel, we've canceled out of it. Now for us, I feel like, how far is this jump? Yeah, it's not too bad. We can start it from right inside of it. Give us a little bit of a run here. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Over the thing we go. So you guys know, well, if you've been watching these weekly guides, I used to complete these guys every single time. I feel like there's been a couple of them that have been a little bit more difficult recently, but we're still going for it here today. All right. Now, this should be easy. We're going to lean forward on our motorcycle to make sure we get the maximum amount of speed. And like I say, it's on a freeway, so technically, we should be good to go here. Like, we should be able to weave in and out of the traffic since we're on a motorcycle pretty easily. You could probably complete this one, though, honestly. Maybe with, like, the Banshee GTS, the new Banshee fully upgraded. You could probably do it. Even the HSW one. This isn't the HSW race, though. We're going to do that one right here after this. But I can't imagine we're going to fail this. If we fail this, I'm going to be fuming. This vehicle is not fast enough. I couldn't have done this any quicker. That's nuts. All right, guys. It's starting to rain, but we've pulled out the Hakucho drag. This, I never really feel like I need this for the time trials, but since this is a straight line and we missed that by like a second, this is the one. All right, let's go ahead. Speed. It's starting to rain as well, man. Just my bloody luck. All right, let's lean forward here. This thing's got to be... I'm not worried about this one. I'm not worried anymore. I don't know why I didn't use the Hakucho drag right at the beginning. But this thing, we are going to laugh. We are going to have so much extra time on this one. The bloody rain, though, is going to make this difficult. All right. forward facing. This thing is just so much quicker. So much quicker. Don't you try and do it, Rockstar. Don't you throw these cars in front of me. I see what you're doing. This thing's just not very good at turning. So you've got to be a little bit more cautious, but in the straight lines, it makes up for it. All right, let's speed this up here a little bit until we get there. All right, this weather is awful, but you can see we're chilling. And this has been like 20 seconds faster. Anyway, $102,000. Now, it is raining, but we're going to move on to our next one, which is going to be the HSW race right down here. All right, here we are at the location for our next way to make money. So let's go ahead and start this up. And same thing. We're just going to... I know where it is. It's going to be... okay. This is going to be a difficult one in the sense that I like to stay... With the Hakucho drag, I want to stay on a straight line. And this one, we're going to have to go off-road, which is not going to be fun with this vehicle. But we're going to give it our best shot here. And we are going to start from right in here. So 3, 2, 1, go! All right, let's do this thing. We're going to have to slam on the brakes. Luckily, this thing does have good brakes. Usually, the time trials, the HSW ones, I feel like are usually easier than the regular time trials. So we got 1:47. Not that long at all. But we're going to try our best here. We're going to go up. We're going to do what the map is telling us to do. Just our first time. You know what I mean? All right. We got good brakes. So we're good. Maybe arguably too good of a brake here. Oh, no. We're losing time. We're losing bloody time. It's okay. Up and onto the road. All right, we're good. Let's speed this part up here just a little bit. Oh my god, that bloody car. Rockstar is just out to get you. I'm not sure if we're going to do this. It's been a fairly straight line. I did have a little wobble earlier that may have taken up a little bit of time. But I don't hear the ticking going yet. So I feel like, nah, we're good. We're good. We are good. So, yeah. 251,000. I promise you, if I could do it on this run, you guys could too. We had a little close encounter there, and we still made it with some time left over. So that is your second or third or fourth or fifth. There's so many ways to make money this week. Let's move on to the next one. So another way to make money this week is if you go into your phone and go to Darnell. So this is your garment factory. You can either go there or you can go into your phone. And you can see here this week, the priority file, which already pays more money, is now paying 2 times pay. So $620,000 for the priority file here this week, the black box. That is insane. This one doesn't take too long to do. I'm not going to do it in this video because I feel like it is a little bit too long for this video. But we'll do this week, I promise you. But $620,000. Definitely jump in and do this. It'll take you around 15 minutes if I remember rightly. But again, I'll have a video on that later this week. So what is our final way of making money this week? Well, I know you guys already know what it is going to be. And it's always the one I try to leave till last because I usually go crazy. But it's deadline. So if I go into adversary mode right here, it should take us straight to deadline. Let's see what happens. You guys know what I feel about these bloody matchmaking. You know, it didn't work through our phones, so we're going to go to play job, Rockstar created, adversary mode, and you can see right here, 2 times pay on deadline. So we're just going to go for whichever one's the highest rated, which seems to be deadline 1. So let's see if we can find that. If not, we'll try and host one. Hopefully you guys, if you're watching at home or if you're playing right now, you can join us. There's going to be... We'll do morning. We'll do 2 rounds. Confirm settings, matchmaking, open, auto invite. Let's see what we get. So one thing I've noticed, even when inviting crew members, when I'm in an invite-only lobby, it seems to just not work. So we're going to back out of this. We're going to find a new session. We're going to go to public. It just seems to work better, man. All right, so we were able to join the game immediately with 4 people in here. So I'm happy about that. Unfortunately, I couldn't invite any of you guys because I actually found one. But let's jump into it. And as you can see on the screen right there, but this is currently 2 times GTA money and RP. And this is a fun one. This is one that a lot of people really enjoy. I'm probably going to be awful at it, but we'll see what we can do. All right, guys. Let's see what we can do. I always leave these ones to the end because you know I'm just incredible at them. What am I talking about? All right, here we go. Glowing like a bloody acid lab, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I don't think I like this map, though. Don't think I like this one. 3, 2, 1, and go. We got a little boost there. A little booster-rooney. All right. We've got some boost charges. All right. We're just going to get the lay of the land here, I think, first is what the plan is. See what people are thinking. Let's put one of these right at the end of this. You know what I mean? We can maybe get someone with that. Did we so far? No. Nothing. What about these guys? Oh, there's someone coming around this corner. Maybe we can catch him off guard. He was coming. Where's he gone? Oh, right there. Nah, we missed him for sure. We bloody missed him. All right, this purple line should vanish. There we go. I'm awful. I'm awful. I feel like, do I go for payback? Like, I want to get payback on this guy. But I feel like now I'm just, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm so bad. What am I going to do? Go payback on all of them because they're all killing me? Oh my God. I am so stupid. I feel like we're trying to catch these guys, but I don't bloody know. I feel like chasing them that way is just not the way. You know what I mean? I bloody got one. I bloody got one, ladies and gentlemen. We bloody did it. All right, we picked up a little bunny hop here. How many lives do I have? I'm not doing bad in comparison, to be completely honest with you. Yeah! We're doing bloody God's work. Ah, I thought I would have cut him off. Where the hell's he gone? Oh, he went around. He was smart, man. I should have continued with it. Yeah, we bloody got him. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. Hey, look at this. It turns around. You know what I mean? We go from being like awful to now we're bloody smashing it. Absolutely. I'm technically in the lead right now. I have the least amount of deaths. I didn't even think about my own one, man. I'm so stupid. Sudden death. Fantastic. Yeah! We're learning, ladies and gentlemen. We're learning. You listen, at the first half of this, you were probably like, this guy's awful. And guess what? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 4 kills. 4. We'll ignore... You know what? Our kill death ratio is not awful either. 23 grand for that. All right, but it's round 2. Now that we've modified our skills, let's see what we can do here. I am ready. I'm ready for it. I've got an idea. Well, I feel like I've learned a little bit about what's happening here today. You know what I mean? We're going to cut him off. Oh, what an absolute play by that guy. You know what? He deserves it. I jumped, man. We did better the first round, arguably. We are last right now, currently. I had a jump and I pressed jump and guess what happened? It didn't jump. I need to start... I thought I went into this too confident. There's 2 people going that way. That was the stupidest thing. My motorcycle decided not to turn. Listen, I went from being on cloud 9 to thinking I'm the greatest at this and I love this game to now I'm just like, I hate it. I don't want to do it anymore. That's the stupidest thing. You slow-mo... I can't. I'm done. I feel like at this point, slow and steady may win the race. I'm done. We're not going to talk about that one. Round number 3. Can we redeem ourselves? I'm going to take my time this time. I feel like I was too cocky last time. Yeah, we got one. Yeah, we got him, and I didn't even mean to get him. Yeah! He tried to get me with his little slow-mo, and guess what happened? We won that round, my guy. We won that round. Did you see that skill that we just showcased to the world, ladies and gentlemen? Did you see it? We haven't died once. That Ivan guy, by the way, is incredible. I think he's got like 10 kills on this. We've got Ivan twice. I know technically that wasn't my kill, but we have indeed got that guy twice. We made him die there. Ah, feels good to be the best. I think because I had more lives than him. Because he was really good. Wait till you see the kills. Look at his kills. 6 kills. I had 3. But I only died once. So we won. $82,000. Can I just say 100% worth it? If you can win, obviously. Because I got most of that money because I won. But 82 grand. That is great. I enjoyed it. Cut back to me being like, I hate this game. But no, I enjoyed it. It was fun. We won, okay? If I would have came in last, I'd be like, nah, this is awful. But 82 grand for that amount of time, definitely worth it. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it for your weekly update guide. Hopefully this helped you out or just answered some questions about how to do things, especially with like the Acid Lab resupply mission, showing how much money you can make and all of that good stuff. I'll see you guys as always tomorrow with a brand new video. Goodbye.